Hello everybody all over the world, and welcome. It's a bit of a low energy episode because it's very warm outside, and I hope you're doing well, better than this item. This item, kind of, if you were one of the spies that were mildly upset about the ambassador nerf that happened, you were like, oh, I can't do this sniper stuff anymore and the class is broken. I felt the same when they did this because the base jumper was an amazingly overpowered tool for the soldier that you could use. And look at any of the old episodes and you can see all the kinds of crazy stuff you could do there. But that's no longer the case. It's been nerfed. You can not redeploy infinitely anymore, so you can't do like this kind of descent, which makes you super not
predictable,
which is hard to deal with for anyone that isn't used to it or has like super aim. It's also not as fast. So here we go, is a little demonstration of it. So when you jump, you just deploy it like this, get the little icon, and you can hold A and D to keep moving and such. You can also use this along with the market gardener to do like a little juggle like that. You can do, works great with market gardener, like so. Pretty easy, pretty good. Also works sometimes when you walk off cliff, not always. So yeah, that time it didn't work. I'm not sure if it's just the map or if it's like all edges, but like here, if I walk off here, I can't do it, but if I walk off this, I can't do it either. Alright, so what if I jump? Yeah, then I can do it. So sometimes when you're just walking off cliffs, it doesn't work. I haven't been able to fully do it every time, so I'm guessing that's like a bug or something. You can also use it for Demoman, but you switch out your grenade launcher. So don't do that because it's not good. It's bad. So this weapon was primarily my main weapon for the soldier. I loved using this with the black box and the market gardener to just be not as lethal, but just overly annoying and obnoxious as a soldier to the other team, and it allowed you to move very fast because they also slow down the airspeed and the turn speed, because before you could do the AD shuffle and you could actually move faster than a scout. And now the speed is actually, I don't know exactly the speed because the velocity in game doesn't tell me the vertical velocity. It's the vertical and the horizontal at the same time, so it's not proper. But it's slightly faster than it's slightly faster than just walking on the ground normally, which is a huge deal because before you were faster than a scout. All right, so it's kind of like a big downplay from that. But no matter, we will go on and go into our favorite guy who's going to introduce us. The weapon is going to be none other than Enigmas. He's using the rocket jumpy here on Harvest in a totally legit map. You can see he has five spies on his team, and here comes the jump. So you might notice that the speed is a bit slow. They have nerfed it quite a bit. And here comes the heavies, so then you do the 380 super trick. And then you kill all of them like that.
Easy operation.
And then you just wait to go close for the engineer. Oh, we're gonna get close. We're gonna go. Oh, and then he turns around and shoots us and we're dead. So that's totally how it feels sometimes. Like in the past, you would be like unstoppable, power-hungry guy, but now you're just Joe Schmo trying to do this. We'll see. Like, it's still usable, but it's not as insanely strong as it was before. And also, it's the other bug. I just wish that the airspeed was a bit higher. So, for a first demo of today, we're gonna look at someone called Adam WTS, and he's actually gonna be using it here on defense. So this is great. You can just hover in the air and get a lot of shots off that you normally wouldn't. And we'll see what kind of shots you can do as well. So I would say the strategy for this weapon still applies to what it was before. So if you watch any of the previous episodes, you can use a lot of the similar strategies, but it's basically like if you jump as a soldier and then you suddenly change your minds, like, oh, I don't want to be there. And you also don't want to just hover straight down. I didn't show that in the demo, but you got to be careful to use the A and D strafe. I can show you at the end what to avoid when we're done with all the demos, if I remember. So then he decides to jump up because there was a lot of people who used this weapon wrong in the past when it was super strong. Like here, he could have done something more with the AD strafes, stuff like that. But he has a little dispenser here that works great, so he can just jump up here and then he can fly. And here, it's actually very important to note that staying in the air like this allows him to get so many shots off into these windows that he normally wouldn't be able to get off properly from the high ground. You might be able to get him from the low ground, but not the high ground. So that's pretty good. Like when you want to, like it's good for sentries long range as well with the airstrike. That's also a really strong tactic because the burst damage from, even if you haven't gotten any kills with the airstrike, it's just super good against sentries. And we're gonna see someone else later absolutely use it incorrectly, and I will yell at them because they're not doing it the most effective way. So, also, while we're in the air, yeah, it can be harmful towards snipers, or snipers can harm you is what I mean, and you don't have to worry about backstabs that much, so that's like a good relief. However, competent snipers and pillar shooters and direct hitters will shoot you down, and especially the reserve shooter is also really strong because you're basically covered in Jarate the entire time if you use that. So then, Uncle Dan made a video about those. Oh, and another one, but he didn't die. So there we go, Adam WTS, top fragger, 10 points, most of his team. Pretty good job. So in that situation right there, the base jumper was working actually pretty well because he was able to get some shots off that you normally wouldn't. And it allows you to kind of do jumps, and you kind of you can select if you want to commit or not, which is great. Delta recommends using this in Australia so that you fall slower towards the sun. That is so true. So this is Starry Night, and he's going to be using it with the Airstrike, which originally it was designed to do. So basically how the Airstrike works is that you shoot, and then if you get hit by an explosive, your own, or someone else's, you shoot rockets faster. So that means if you do a rocket jump, you can do a proper bombing. Now you might notice that there aren't a lot of people here, and I will stop the demo right after he gets a couple of kills here because the enemy team just leaves, right? That's how you show that you're in a good team on a favorable map. Like here, this is such a paradise for the base jumper, regardless of what rocket launcher you're using, because you have like this insane high ground that you can just use with this and just glide around and do that kind of stuff. And look at this fairness. And then we say bye-bye to the medic. And he gets a kill on the medic, and then slowly, okay, you can watch this as well, gets a kill on that guy, and then, yeah. He just runs back and forth a bit, and then the other team leaves, and nothing really happens. So if you're playing and the other team leaves, either it's because A, you're really good and they're mad, or two, the map sucks, and they've had enough of playing Frontier, because that's an awful map if you're on blue team. It's great if you're on red and defending, that's super fun, super easy. You're always above the enemy, except for like one stretch of the entire map, which is great. Cool. So this is Timothy, and the random crit, and he's using it actually quite well there to avoid getting hit. So he's using it to quite some great effect. Jumps up, and then you can be like, oh, you think I'm over there? Nope, I'm not. I'm here. Surprise, motherfucker! Takes him out. Takes out this guy as well. So with the black box, it works pretty well because you're able to get some of the health back. And then you can do that, and you can see he is using the air strafes and doing the 80-80 shuffle in the air with the mouse back and forth. It does not grant you the insane speed it did before, but it does grant you some unless you already got maximum speed. So Timothy 1 goes and grabs the health, and then of course he spots an enemy heavy, and like the smart soldier man he is, he gets absolutely destroyed because there was a lot more red, and red means you're dead if you're outnumbered. So someone today who absolutely hates this weapon is Amadeus, and he told me so in the novel he wrote in the email of why he thinks this weapon is crap even when the weapon was good. It's not for everyone, like if it's not your style, so we're just gonna see him. He's actually using the Demoman, which I don't see the point in doing it because Demoman can arc the projectiles, so you don't need to be in the air to hit from the angle. You can actually hit the angle from the ground further back, not giving you the line of fire, which kind of makes the whole idea dumb. And we're gonna see some dumb stuff where people are like, but what if we didn't have a grenade launcher or sticky launcher? What if we just had a parachute and shoes or a shield? Oh my god, you can't have shoes and a parachute because those are conflicting zones. So then he goes and he falls down, and this, I love this. So he's gonna go down here, right? All right, guess what's gonna happen? Place your bets. He has 21 health, there's a sentry behind him, and he's gonna go here and land softly. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna go there, and then he lands on top of the sniper's head, and then he falls to his death. And this is a representation of Amadeus when he plays with this, like face against the wall, like, ugh. So that was pretty shit, right? But we're gonna give him a couple of redemption rounds, all right? So he did all right. He did he did do something cool. Which essentially is like you did something that you normally wouldn't be able to unless you used this weapon. So this is Musrock, whatever. So he goes for a jump and he would have fallen to his death, but luckily we have the power of the parachute. And here he should have done the like the mouse like did with the A and D to get more speed, but he didn't. So that's fine. It's not like this is pre-recorded and he can change it. So then he runs up and sees this pyro. Kills him. And, oh no, someone's after him and he puts down a defensive pipe. And then he puts up a sticky trap, and then the idiot pyro follows him, and he dies. Waves was his name. And then he puts down a couple of stickies, being very patient. I think there's a scout behind him or something. He decides to. Oh, there's scouts there as well. Yeah, it was a friendly scout, so he didn't take any damage. So he kills him. Stickies up this. The sniper goes in, kills him too. Goes back to capture the point. There's a pyro pressuring. And right now, you would have been way better off with just the grenade launcher as well, or like shoes or anything but the parachute, because you aren't really using the parachute for anything. And here comes the heavy. You don't want to cross when there's a heavy there. So he's just putting down some sticks. He wasn't able to get the health back in time, but he did kill some guys. So let's go down, grab the health, jump over here. Didn't even use the parachute. Goes over here. Still, as you can see, there is no medic on his team, but we do have 2 snipers and 3 spies, and that makes 5 support units out of the available 12 you have. So that means you're destined to win when you have that many spies and snipers that are definitely not hogging the bottom of the scoreboard with a combined score of 2. Alright, but here we go. Amadeus, he's gonna jump up, and this is actually a good spot. He's in the air. I don't think the medic has seen him, and he can like do some launches, goes downstairs. Pretty good, grabs the health, jumps up, flies in the air once again. People are very busy with what's on the ground. And then he goes and he cleans up a lot of stuff, and then now his team just needs to attack at any point in time. They can just hold that W button and get up there, but he's in trouble and he dies. And do you think his team captured? No, because they were busy playing grab ass back in the base and hanging out in choke points all day and be like, W, that's a key that I don't press. I just press S whenever I'm in trouble because I can run away. So we're going to see how this works with sentries. It can work in your favor with Demoman as well. So this is Amadeus once again on a 5 CP map. It's going to fast forward to the sentry parts. The enemy team has some engineers. He's a spy. Does he die? I'm not sure. He picked up the ammo and then he jumps in. Oh, sentry right below. Hello. But this is pretty cool. So he gets launched up, but he's still floating in the air. And then he can go down and take it down. Also got some help from the pyro taking the aggro, because sentries do shoot at whatever is closest. So that was 1 sentry gone. Demomen are good against sentries, and also with the base jumper you can be pretty good with it as well. So he's just battling. So we're gonna go soon and see the second sentry engagement here. This currently, I don't think he knows this, but there's a sentry right behind this wall. So let's see what he does. So he's medic eventually heals him. That's Delta. His friend jumps over and oh, this is a good spot to be in. Actually, having the parachute here allows us to get the sticks off. We need to kill it. Was it necessary? Nope, because the pyro would have killed it just fine. But it was a proof of concept if you were alone there. But then also if you had the Uber or the grenade launcher, you could just walk at any point in time into it, right? But you get the point. Like in a situation where going above would be the best idea. Like if they have a lot of pyros, like just air blasting you, then sure, absolutely go for it. If not, don't go for it as demo. It's usually not worth it. So we're gonna look at LRSA, who we haven't seen in a while. So this is like the lower end skill tier. So I chose the best demo here on the Snakewater. Gonna be the Soldier Boy. Gonna run forward. There we go, using this and doing that for some reason. Forward, practicing pogo. Grabbing health. All right, there we go. So we're with the team, and nope, not gonna jump there. We're gonna jump up here, use the and now we're just gonna float here. Normally would have fallen to the ground, but this allows us to get off 1 rocket. And hello, I would like to order a crit. No? All right, so okay, so the crit's on the way. All right, good to hear. Good to hear. So we go outside, and still we haven't gotten a crit delivery yet. Might be very late. It's like it should be arriving within 30 seconds, or else you get another crit free. Isn't that how it is? Now there we got a crit. Didn't hit anything though, so I guess the crit was defective. Jumps back, lagging. a lot, and there's a bunch of guys, and using this to kind of escape. No, we're hungry for the medic. Gets the medic, finishes off. Oh, and the engineer. Look at this kill streak. Jesus. And now, jumping up. I have more than 1 health. That's plenty enough. All right, so jump up, and hello, I would like to order a crit. No, what about this time? Yes, got it, thank you. That was a crit delivery. Perfect. Just as we expected. So, pretty good stuff there. Would probably have done about the same if you had the gun both, because you can jump more, or maybe the man treads, who knows. And there comes the Uber coming in. Should definitely use the or the base jumper in this situation, where you can just use it to gain more ground. Oh, another crit, didn't hit anything. That's fine. Now the rest out here doing some great soldier work. No! I didn't see this when I fast forward. You have full health, and you ran away. Yes, you're low on ammo, but the guys you kill, you can do that. So it's like, yeah, okay, don't hesitate, just go for it. And it decides to go for it, uses the the parachute way too slowly, or too late. Doesn't even stand on the point, but we get a random crit. Doesn't kill the soldier because he had health. But we capture and we win. Top 3 fragger with only 2 points away. I'd say that's like a B instead of being an A for that cowardly escape with full overheal and at least a couple of rockets in your clip. All right. But otherwise, pretty alright stuff, but nothing like groundbreaking, like, oh, this would have been impossible to achieve unless you used something else than this. Like, you could have had pretty well results with this. So, this is a Demoman. It's going to be Spacey Penis, who's like, you know what? I'm going to be a soldier in the shape of a Demoman. So I'm going to be using the Quickie Bomb Launcher, which is essentially like a rocket launcher, kind of, sort of. And just run around and do this on Badwater defense, and we'll see what he does. So he sees a sniper, and he could achieve this goal just by doing it normally, I guess, but flying around like an idiot is fun sometimes. Jumps over here. Do we see anyone? Yeah, there's someone in there. Alright, so we're gonna jump away with 1 health. Oh, shit! Shit! 1 health! What do? We deploy the parachutes. We don't take fall damage. Yeah, boy! That is a good thing about this parachute. I don't think it's possible to actually take fall damage, even if people crater you down in the ground. So there you go. Oh, random crit. Doesn't work on buildings. Hello, Uncle Dane. Could you make it so that Valve implements that you can random crit buildings? That would be great. Thank you, because sentries are fucking obnoxious. There we go. Another jump. Oh, can you hit this? Oh, well, someone... Oh, I'm not the hacking dude. Seems like, oh yeah, he's definitely got a hacker on their team, I think. And then he dies to a sentry. That's weird. All right. Anyway, goes forward, kills a bunch of guys. Spicy penis. This is also a shit sentry spot, by the way. It's like the enemy can just go and attack you from the high ground whenever they fucking want to. Long range shots, kind of like a rocket launcher, just having more ground speed and less airspeed, I guess. I didn't check if the Demoman flies faster than the soldier. I don't think he does. There we go, hanging out, and then, oh, the guy with hit scan. Damn it. Sir Ulrich von Papper? What was it? Ah, Sir Ulrich von Fappenburger. Or something. Cool, so you can do it with the Quickie Bomb Launcher to simulate a soldier. However, a soldier will be more effective, because you don't have to detonate it, they just kind of explode when they hit the ground. Cool, so here... So here we have the sticky jumping, base jumping Islander electric mace, and he is going to show us how it's done. This is a shitload out. So he just goes and he's like, ah ha ha, time for taunt. Okay, so what do you do if the taunt kill doesn't work, but they haven't seen you because the enemy team are idiots? Well, you just kind of just attack whenever you feel like it, and the sniper didn't see that. Did he fling his mouse out of the desk? Is that what happened? Hold on. All right, I gotta rewind a bit, because when I'm reviewing these demos, I have to kind of blast through them. All right, so here we have this sniper. So we killed the demo. Okay, so now he sees us. And then he's like, throws the mouse off the table. All right, so he's gotten a couple of kills here. He has 2 heads. He can now run faster, has more health, and he has the sticky jumper that he could use, so he doesn't use any health from jumping, and now he doesn't take any fall damage. He goes in and kills this lethal threat of a sniper hanging out in the back, and then kills this spy. Now he has 4 heads. He has the maximum speed, and he has a medic that can heal him, but doesn't heal him fully, but that's okay. He has a lot of health anyways. That is spy. Nope. That is a scout. So we do another jump here. Electric maze being on fire. That's a sentry. Can't do anything about, because if you try to melee a sentry, you're gonna have a very bad time. Oh. Oh shit. Get it. Wow, he took down a sentry, Jesus, and now you can jump here in the enemy base. It's pretty cool. So just gonna run here, jumping, all right, we're still hungry, gonna get that sniper. 1 hit, 2 kills, the sniper is dead, threat eliminated. No MLG sniping for you today, sir, because the jumping, base jumping, Islander wearing electric maze is here to stop your team in, what is that?
What?
What the hell? Are they blind? Like, are they playing with like the like a voice that says like wall 2 meters ahead, opening 2 meters ahead, a flying Demoman electric maze above you. Don't die to him, you shit. All right. So I mean, you can do that, but it only works. Like everything is good against bad people. So here's actually Enigmas, and he go. What's this? So he's holding. Okay, so now he switched to the base jumper. What is he doing? Oh, that's the Iron Bomber. What does he do? Witness that, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call an exploit. So he jumps, deploys the parachute. While the parachute's deployed, he picks up the gun, and now he has parachute. You can't see it, but this as well. However, he can't do anything with the parachute because it's active on his body, but he doesn't have it, so he can't do anything. So once he touches the ground, he will lose the parachute. But that doesn't stop him because he just kind of shoots the ground with these sticks, and then he's going to reload this and do a little jump. Yeah, there you go. So we have the Flying Scotsman. Super not effective at all because all he's done so far is kill a teleporter. So let's see if he does something else. He jumps up and oh, there's another vicious teleporter. All right, teleporters from Boingmon and then killing Boingmon. So that is a total denial of that. And then we're just kind of jumping around, but you gotta be careful about that reload management though. Oh, he's out of sticks. If only he could just launch himself to the top of the skyboard with no problems whatsoever. And then he's gonna spend the time reloading. And then, oh, of course, we were using this on here, and he's slowly falling, and he's not really doing anything. Oh, and now he's up here, and he's out of ammo, and he's gonna touch down the ground, and he's gonna burn, and is he gonna get the medic? And yeah, he got the medic. And then he kind of just kills himself because, like, well, I died, and I touched the ground. I can't use the base jumper anymore. My life is now forfeit. So while this strategy is fun, it's absolutely garbage. Like, you could attain, as a Demoman, the same results as being in the air just by standing on the ground further back shooting up. But that's a little, you know, technical, tricky stuff. So next up is Critical Sandwich, who I played in the game with, and he taunted after he killed me. And then he emailed me an apology for taunting. Okay. So this one was just titled "How to Be Useless" by Critical Sandwich. We're gonna wait. Where's this? Take 2. We're gonna witness this. So he jumps up, deploys the parachute, and then he's gonna charge. And keep in mind, this 4 rocket charge that we have on the screen right now is about 1.3 worth of rockets. So if you would have fired 2 rockets, you would probably have done the same damage. But it didn't hit anyone, so it didn't matter. All right, so that was nothing. But now the blue team is the gates have literally just opened, and no one is at the cart. Well, there's a couple of guys, but we can't hit them. Damn it! All right, reload, jump. All right, use the base jumper and shoot the charge. Still didn't hit anything. All right, so now we're almost dead. We hit someone for like 40 damage. Damn it! All right, so back. All right, grab those. And then, oh, the cart's out of the vision, and there's a sentry shooting at us, and Jump up, yeah, the sentry's still there. Just making sure. Now they capture, and then we fall to our death somehow. Good. Send that shit to GPS. That's how you not be useful at all. You just kind of just hang out and you just kind of do your own thing. It's like kind of like one guy in the army did that I heard about, that he didn't want to be in the army, so he kind of just tied a plank around his belly, and then the plank was like dragging along a rope at the back of him, and he would like walk around in circles in the parking lot talking to the plank, and he eventually got sent home. And that's kind of the vibe that I got from Critical Sandwich, that he didn't really want to do this. Speaking of someone who does want to do this, it's going to be Koost. And he is going to be using the Airstrike against sentry nests, and he is going to be using it all wrong, position-wise. So, but he doesn't have any kills, so he starts off by just spamming in a certain direction, and he actually gets a kill somehow, even though it doesn't show in the kill feed for some reason. Maybe it was a Deadringer spy. Yep, then he gets another kill, so now he has 2 extra clip. And now this is devastating, even against Wrangled Sentry. So what he needs to do is to stay on this high ground right here. That's where he needs to go, and there's a sentry here. So what I would have wanted to do is to stay here, jump up. As you can see, there's a sentry there too, so you can jump up, and you can boom, shoot that sentry, then it goes down, so you can boom, shoot that other stuff, and then it would be down. That is what I would like to see, but that is not what Koost is gonna do. Koost is gonna do something else entirely. He's gonna jump up, and he doesn't even see that other sentry, but he lands a bunch of shots that doesn't connect because his aim was kind of all over the place, and now he only has 1 bullet, and now he has to run back to spawn because all he has is his whip. No matter, we can go out now, and alright, so now we can go, and now he's making the mistake of not going left top, he's going middle. So he's killed a sniper, Mr. Shellriti, the famous skill-based sniper that always stops your team from pushing forward. And then he goes and he jumps into the sentry fire, even though there is a fully functional, out-of-range spot you can be in. And it's not like, you know, you can jump there or anything, because, you know, if you look at the Airstrike, it's not like you take less damage while you like rocket jump or anything, so it's not like you could just totally do that whenever you wanted to. And then he's super low on health, and he decides to jump up here, shoot a bunch of stuff on things he can hardly see. Does the kill, get the kill on someone? I think that was the engineer. Yeah, that was the engineer. He kills the NG, which is fine, and then he decides to go and attack again. And now a spy has sapped everything, and he still isn't able to get over this fucking cliff, despite having all the tools needed. And then this is also the downside of just spamming the rockets, is that you shoot a bunch of rockets, and what happens is what you just saw. The soldier jumps, gets hit by 1 rocket, goes flying, and he takes reduced damage because, like, as you know, the Airstrike does less damage and has less explosion radius. And then he just surfs away, and you waste your entire clip on nothing. This is what makes me so mad. He has 8 clip. Let's see how many rockets he can connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, none. None. He fired 4 rockets, or the 6 something, and none connected. Then he gets a random crit that gets absorbed by a teammate, so that's something I think Valve should implement, that crits always go through. Alright, so this is perfect opportunity to kill that sentry. So then he goes on the right side! No! No, you go here! You go here! And then you just go... and you kill all of this stuff. I mean, granted, it's already been destroyed, but Jesus. Alright, so then he shoots at the sniper, and then he fires everything over, and he hits nothing. And then he misses. Oh god, Koost, I'm so mad at you for not being able to pull off what you should be able to pull off. It's not like you, whoa, that was close. But he did get that soldier, though, at 30 health, about to die. He's gonna stay here and hang out and get the health back. A single roller will kill you. But now he has the health again, so he's gonna go and jump up in the exact same spot. But oh no, there's a sentry below there, and he's also getting shot from the side. Ooh, Koost, what are you gonna do? Come on, and then he shoots a bunch of rockets, and he does a whopping 49 damage, which is less than a body shot, and you spent your entire clip on that. Yeah, no matter. We're gonna go and, oh, random crit. Oh, it gets reflected. Oh, but he did get 2 kills, so that was actually a great job shooting it there where there's actually was people. And then he misses most of the shots on this heavy, but does kill him eventually from the splash radius. And then, Okay, reload. So what does he do? Okay, so he goes and shoots a bunch of rockets. So many rockets there. He's also being very careful not to die, and then, of course, the super spam of your entire clip that doesn't really connect to anything. Jumps, kills the sentry that is being constructed. Getting hit, still hanging around, and spamming in the choke again, getting absolutely no. Oh, well, the random crit got something. Whoops. Cool, that's great. All right, so get your ass on the roof. I know you're getting on the roof at some point. All right, here we go. All right, this is what I was waiting. Okay, so there comes the scout. He kills him, right? 10 kills. 10 kills, but we haven't gotten any worthwhile kills. All right, so we're going on the roof. There's a soldier. All right, so if we jump him, we have 7 rockets we can shoot. So we shoot a couple, and he's off the roof. And now this is an extremely good opportunity to just look down, jump up, and be like, psh, and then of course everything here like like fucking air strikers. So what is he gonna do? Oh, he got it. That's fine. Finally, oh, at the end. 58, not 49. Shut up, I can't do math. Koost finally at the end got a proper barrage on like one of the worst sentry nests. I was like, we have dispenser, and then we have teleporter, and then we have sentry, teleporter, dispenser. So the teleporter kind of just fucks you if you come out of it when he gets destroyed. But Koost finally pulling it out in the end. I mean, he died, but at least he killed the sentry nest in a way that I was satisfied with at the end, because earlier I was very mad that he didn't stand correctly and just misposition himself a lot. And that's usually what happens when you're playing with something you aren't used to, is where to go. That was like, his aim was fine, just his positioning was terrible, which didn't allow him to do much. So that was all the users submitted ones. Thanks for watching, and now I'm gonna show you how it's done. So, being the guy who's been using the base jumper and probably the best player to ever use it. So jump up, and then we shoot the sniper. Base jumper, I'm very sad that it's not as good as it used to be, but look at this. This is what I call the base jumper air shot, where we basically make him jump over us, and then we kind of air shot him in the air like that. You can't, no other unlock's gonna do that. You can't air shot someone when you are above them, making them fly over you and then shoot them while still in the air. Only base jumper can do that. Some might call it crutch, I call it super duper skill. And then of course, random crits. Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, I get them all the time. I'm not sure why people are so upset about it to create a video that is very long and hashtag campaigns and stuff for something that I should make a video on that. Basically, like, if you have, like, even the community servers back in the days, we had non-crit servers and they were never as popular as the one with random crits, so there you go. So, this is Foundry. I'm now using my oldest loadout with the black box and the market gardener. It's a pretty fun loadout for me. Do a little jump, and then, oh. Got him! And then, well, it doesn't count, but it was still a hit with a shovel. All right, cool. Got him. Oh! Oops. That was not one. I meant here. All right, now it's time. Better get a chance. Beating now. Camp quarter. Shit, fuck. There is a 2 pyros and we're so screwed. Except not. Except yes. Fuck, I forgot how that went. Shit. So that didn't go well, but you can see it still works great with the market garden. It just isn't that easy because you can't redeploy infinitely. Cool, and now I hope to God that I remember the hotkey for what I'm going to play next. So let's, oh wait, that was the wrong one. Sorry about that. I'm gonna load the final one. And then we're done with this episode. Cool, so here we are on upward defense, last point. So there we go. And we're gonna run out. I'm still using the black box. It's one of my favorite loadouts. Gonna kill the scout. And here we go, here's the jump. And we see the Demoman. Oh! Yeah, that's what I wanted. I made a new sound clip just for that moment. And, fuck. Couldn't really do it there. And there's a scout who knows how to move. You can see he's not being very predictable, but luckily I know that he has to land like, okay, get hammed. I know where to land and also get hammed, and then we die, so. I could probably have gotten better demos, but you get the gist of this weapon right now. It's, like, I haven't used it once since I tried it after the nerf, and that is because it's just not so good anymore, because you have, I mean, you have the panic attack, and you have the reserve shooter, and you have all the backpacks and the shotgun. So it's not as bad as the Bison. Jesus, Bison is like his own category, which is like it's like you have good, like you have OP, good, okay, bad, shit, and then you have the Bison, and like it's like a bad as the Bison in its own category. But it's still fun. It can be useful sometimes on Soldier, not as much on Demo, unless you want to do that exploit thing, which really doesn't do much because people can just shoot you out of the sky. Cool. So that was that. Thanks for everybody who submitted. Be sure to join Steam groups and that kind of jazz. There's also a raffle in the video description as well as in the chat soon. And be sure to claim your prize because there's a lot of people who forget to do that. So the next topic for the upcoming Sunday is going to be a GRU and eviction notice for the heavy. So that are these two weapons that make you run faster. They kind of do the same thing, so that's why I thought we'd look at both of them and just look at the main difference and who is like more effective. So you can use whatever other unlocks you desire with these two. So it's either these or you can switch or whatever. And in one, since it's still June and I'm not attending additional dance classes, so I have like an additional day, then we're doing twice HiGPS a week, so that's why. So also next week, in a week from now, the next Wednesday, we are going to be doing the Scout unlock, the bonk, which we haven't really done in a very long time. And the main changes is that you slow down depending on how much you get shot, and we'll see how much that impacts you when you play. So use that. Cool. Did I say something wrong? Oh yeah, showing. Oh yes. Okay, good. I'll look at the chat because I said something about the jumping that I forgot to show in the beginning. It's good that you guys reminded me. So I'll show that and then we'll end it. Sounds good. Everybody cool with that? Everyone's cool with that. Is the game cool with that? Sure, it's loading. All right. So what I meant was that we have the, let's see, so you have the base jumper, right? So what you want to avoid is ending up like this, like kind of falling down in this kind of momentum, right? Very slowly. However, if you use A and D like this, you will actually pick up the speed. So you can see that if I do like a straight jump upwards and I just hold W, I go this fast. But if I do like this, I gain a lot more speed. So but the way you do that is just you do A and D, and then you just do the mouse back and forth like this. So it's kind of like this kind of movement, just to show. Cool. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.